Hi, I'm Daniel Mezei. I'm the producer on this web series and on the film, The Inner District. Thanks again for being here. You know, as a producer, especially on the guerrilla indie tip, you always have to make all kinds of sacrifices. The budget is always looming over you like a Damocles sword, and you have to decide, which locations are cheapest, which are not. And so, for those of you who haven't watched the previous audio commentaries, we shot parts 1 and 2 in Juliana's flat building in the neighborhood of Wedding. And this is also another location in Wedding, but for those of you who don't know, it's a completely different part of Wedding. We had to actually drive several blocks to get here from the apartment. And it was an interesting day of shooting. First of all, we were battling against losing the light, and in order for us to have consistent lighting so that it wouldn't look like we were complete amateurs, we had to get a lot of stuff done quickly. Also, this particular scene here, putting Juliana up against the wall, or the facade of putting her up against the wall, actually caused a lot of the neighbors to be very concerned about what we were doing, which, again, as a producer shooting in Berlin without any permits, which apparently you don't need, even so it can be a bit problematic because some people can take it the wrong way. Of course, thank goodness it was the middle of the day, and thank goodness our DP, Javier Agudo, had his camera out and it looked pretty normal. But you had to battle with traffic. You see this location, we had constant battles with traffic, stopping for cars to pass by. And of course, this gunk that's coming out of my mouth is toothpaste. But the more takes that you have that are not good, the more it kind of sullies your wardrobe, and spitting on poor Juliana all the time. And even though my breath was absolutely fantastic, these are things you have to consider, because there's things like continuity and stuff that, of course, most indies don't necessarily think about. So this was another interesting idea that we had, which was to put some sort of propaganda nonsense, typical stuff that would maybe appear in the Inner District. And that's just a little snapshot about what producers face when you make things on the Indie Tip. Thanks again for watching. And please do follow us on practically every one of our social media outposts. This is not a trite statement. We do a lot of stuff on social media. You have to follow all of us at all of our different places to get the full story, because we do not repeat the message on different platforms. Thanks again, and theinnerdistrict.com. See you, episode 2. Peace Enforcer Jade.